police officer to ensure that your white citizens are protected? What happens to your black and brown Native citizens on the south side, on the north side, left to their own demises? What happens to them? Where does their justice stand when they take every step to protect themselves, protect their family? Millions of dollars wasted while I see you guys sit in Lunds and Barley's, sit in all the groceries, Whole Foods, downtown, sit on your lazy fat asses doing nothing while people are killed and murdered every day. It's disgusting. She deserved justice. She deserved peace. She deserved everything that she did was intended to protect her. And you know what the police officer said that took my sister's case? Mariah didn't seem like she was afraid enough. Her case didn't have enough severity. So in Minneapolis, you can be pistol whipped, and it's not enough severity for you. With a gun, a deadly weapon, that is lethal force, but it's not severe enough. But when your cops are threatened with a black or brown person, no weapons, just our skin color to threaten y'all, all of a sudden we're gunned down. We're left to die. The young man who worked for the government who just died in police custody, going through a health crisis.
He was okay. He wasn't showing enough distress.
And yet he died on their floor in his own feces. Disgusting, Eagan Police. Disgusting, Minneapolis Police. Disgusting, Burnsville, Minneapolis, Human Rights Division. All of you guys will be held accountable because you guys will not pass the blame anymore. Someone will burn for this, and it will be Mayor Fry, it will be Chief O'Hare, it will be Mayor Moriarty, it will be all of them. My sister should be here today celebrating my dad's birthday, her son's birthday. Yet she is not here, murdered in her own front lawn. How pitiful do you have to get for somebody to pay attention to you? Allison should have been here. She was left for days to decompose in her own home while somebody stalked her to her last days. Beaten to death is not an accident. Bludgeoned to death is not an accident. Shot 10 times is not an accident. This is intentful. This is first-degree murder. First-degree murder, you understand? You can overcharge our young boys who make accidents and mistakes. But these grown men are left to do whatever the hell they want. Kill whoever they want to. And they do it on purpose. Minneapolis, get your priorities together. It's not an accident. You guys have so many damn police officers. It sickens me to see you guys drive past me downtown, all throughout Minneapolis. Do I see a cop on the north side doing anything ever for the good besides harassing people, trying to live their lives? No. I see you arresting young boys, imprisoning them, making sure that they have felons by the time they're 15. But my sister, when she called, Allison, when she called, nothing happened for them. No charges made. It disgusts me that Allison's family is up here today and that man is not even on trial for murder. Not even being charged with a death that didn't have to happen. Mayor Fry, you need to own up to your accountability. If you have time to sit at a hen house and make food ratings, you want to be a TikTok star so bad, I'm about to make you a TikTok star. You're about to be famous everywhere, known for not doing nothing for your citizens. We have watched so many people die at your hands. Not just my sister, not just Allison. George Floyd, and I know you guys hate to hear his name. I know you guys try to make him seem like he was a bad person, but he was still human. He deserved kindness. He deserved some sort of empathy for a situation. And yet he was murdered in cold blood, and nobody did nothing for him. Mayor Fry has been in office for a long, long time. Okay, and if we allow him to stay, people are going to keep dying. Black, brown, Native, we will keep dying at the hands, whether it be of each other, whether it be from the police, whether it be systematically. I'm tired of watching people being systematically lynched by the system Mayor Fry, you're evil for letting that happen to my sister. You're evil for letting that happen to Allison. And you're evil for not opening Allison's case back up, even though you know what the morgue said. You seen what happened to her body. She didn't trip and fall. There wasn't an accident. Own up, MPD. Chief O'Hare, you can attend other people's mournings of their lost loved ones who are of a different skin tone than I am. How come I haven't seen your face yet at any of the events for my sister, at any of the events for Allison? But you'll send somebody who looks like me to front like they're there for me. I'm not confused, and I refuse to be manipulated by MPD or Mayor Fry, because you guys aren't doing anything. But you will be held accountable. Believe that.
Believe it.
Didn't she do good?
I just want to point out when Simone just mentioned George Floyd, mentioned Allison, mentioned Mariah. All three of them have in common that they waited for the police to help them. George Floyd sat in his car waiting for the police to help him, to clear his name. He died. Mariah called the police, waited for the police to help her. She's dead. Allison called the police, waited for the police to help her. She's dead. So that's telling me, do we call the police? Why are we calling the police? Because they're not going to help. But if it's the last breath in my body, they will be accountable. They will be done. It's not, we're going to change something. It's going to change. And all of our governments, all of our officials are going to come together and make it happen. They have no other choice because we're not giving a choice anymore. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to do their jobs. We know what they need to do. We know what they need to do, and goddamn it, they're going to listen.
Amen. Our foot is on their necks. And I'm serious about that. I'm serious. No, foot on their necks.
You guys, I'm just sorry that the city has let us down. I'm sorry that they didn't listen in these last 20 months. I'm sorry that these domestic abuse projects and these organizations, everybody keeps on saying it takes time, it takes time. How much time?
Right.
How many more
deaths?
Allisons,
Right.
how many more Mariahs are there going to be before this city actually makes real change? We don't need it tomorrow. We needed it
Now.
Right
Yesterday.
now.
A year ago.
My nephew, Mariah's son, just whispered in my ear. He said they're not doing anything because they're allowing the devil to take them over. They're listening to their own consciences, and they're not acting.
So today, with what happened with Moriarty, canceling both court cases,
Slap in the face.
this is their fear. When the black, the brown, and the indigenous communities
Come
stand together, the city of Minneapolis is fearful. This is the power of solidarity.
Amen.
For Davis Maturi's case? Well, I don't know enough about that case other than the fact that, so the only thing that I really know is that obviously Davis Maturi's case and Allison Lussier's case has the outside audit. So the outside auditor, when he went and spoke in front of the city council, what was that, a couple of weeks ago or so? And he gave them an update that Minneapolis PD was not cooperating. And in fact, what did their officers say? Their officers had gone on record asking them if they could be disciplined for inaccurate or what was it, wrong or inaccurate answers that they deemed to be.
If they didn't, yes. If they did not answer, would they be disciplined?
Would they be disciplined? What do you have to hide? Minneapolis PD, what do you have to hide? How many times do I have to yell down here, Moriarty? How many damn times do we have to do this? Every single time I do this. And now there's this other family. I'm tired. It shouldn't have to happen. This should never have happened. Minneapolis PD should have shown up. They could have arrested him. They knew what he did to her.
Right.
Shame on Minneapolis PD.
Oh my goodness. goodness, I think there was more than, several phone calls. She even took the time to go up to their office to bring the evidence that she had against David Wright to file. As you guys know, to get an order of protection is actually very hard.
Yeah.
Unreasonably so. It should be easy to get something when somebody's threatening your life, but you have to bring actual evidence against that person. So my sister took the time to go down there, bring the evidence, file a report. She showed text messages. You can even go on her Facebook to see her very last days where she submitted the things that she submitted to MPD, showing that this man was an actual danger to her life and to the women, and to the family that she had surrounding her, including her children, which he personally threatened himself. So the man has actually had a previous case where he had a domestic charge against him for threatening a woman and her children. This is not something that they're new to. This is not something that is just now happening. It's not picked up behavior all of a sudden. This man was a known violent criminal. There's no way. MPD is very personal. I know this because I've been personal with MPD. I'm not even a criminal. They tried to charge me with a felony for protesting my own rights. You understand? I know MPD is personal. I know that they knew this man. They knew his face, and they chose not to enact. This is what we call systematic lynching. And if you think it's not real, I want you to go and look at all the records of all the black and brown people who die on a daily basis due to these things. MPD knows your face. You're not going to be in jail for 15 years in this county and they don't know who the hell you are. I was in jail for 3 days and I was getting stopped by police officers threatening me, telling me, I know who you are. I know what you do. MPD is personal. They threaten you. They only do it with the people that they want to oppress and to make feel bad. They don't ever do it with people who, they let people who they know who are willing to harm other black and brown folks because it's just one less brown person that they have to harass. One black person that they don't have to kill anymore because they're good at doing that. They're good at letting black and brown people die. But they do it so it's not even hard to see that it was their fault, but they do it where, well, it wasn't me. I didn't pull the trigger, so I couldn't be at fault. And we can't be held accountable because we didn't beat her. We didn't shoot Mariah. No, but you let her die. Yep. You let her die. Yep. And you knew what you were doing. MPD knew that man. He's been in court so long. It's 15 years. Come on now.
And what did Emily, Sergeant, our chief,
yeah, I mentioned
Chief
that.
Emily Olsen, what she say? It's only David Wright is responsible. She said only David Wright is responsible for Mariah. And Mariah, what's it, Parson? Garrett Parson said Mariah's responsible for her own death because she refused to press charges.
Ooh. We don't even know if that's true either. We don't even know if that's true. MPD, the police force is known for making up lies, not caring about things, twisting the truth, twisting the story to make themselves look better so they can implicate that, it has to be the party involved that did it. It has to be on Mariah. It has to be on David. But we know that is not true.
We know that it's not true that she didn't want to press charges.
Yeah, she wanted to press charges.
Her final hour of her life, she said, Minneapolis police aren't doing shit.
Literally.
That she wanted them to do was arrest him.
And charge
that
him.
was the shit she was talking about. They're
Absolutely.
not doing shit.
Absolutely.
I'm just going to read this, and then we have to head in and talk to prosecution, but I'm Mariah's sister. I traveled from Atlanta, and this is heartfelt. My name is Selena, and I'm here today because my sister's life was stolen. She was shot 10 times by her ex-partner, a man who should have never been free. A man who already had served time for a similar violent crime. For months, my sister cried out for help. She did everything right. She called the police. She got an order for protection. She reported his threats. But the system failed her. The system that we rely on, the government, the police department, the parole office, failed her. The Minneapolis Police Department failed her. The parole office failed her. Her cries for safety were ignored. Her life should have been protected, and now she's gone. She's gone. She has 2 handsome, beautiful sons. She's got her family. She had a whole life ahead of her. She was the community's dog groomer. She loved animals. She was living out her life, living it passionately. And now another beautiful brown woman taken because those in powers refuse to act. So we are all here together today to say no more. No more dismissing women's cries for help. No more protecting violent offenders while victims are buried. No more ignoring domestic violence because of who the victim is. We want justice, justice from the police department, from the parole office, and every official who turned a blind eye. My sister's lives mattered. Allison's lives mattered. Black and brown women deserve protection, dignity, and care, and not neglect and excuses. So today we demand accountability. We demand reform. We demand justice, not for just my sister, but for every woman who will never get the chance to stand here and speak for herself. Say her name.
Mariah.
Say her name.
Allison.
And Allison.
Sorry.
Allison. Justice for Mariah and justice for Allison. And we appreciate you all meeting us.
So
Do
you
we have
guys,
any
I do
wrap-up
have to
questions?
follow up on something real quick.
Yeah.
Because when you said that, so in Liz Sawyer's report, just so that we all know, you guys, the body camera coverage, it basically states in a report, Samuels shows Officer Ryan Weber the messages and asks him to explain her vehicle for fear it's been tampered with. She is convinced that Wright came to the property. Weber writes in his report that Samuels told him she felt safe and that Wright would not have knowledge of this particular address. A review of the body camera footage proves this never happened.
Exactly.
Wow.
He walked up to the
Done.
property.
Done with Minneapolis PD and their cover up in their lives.
Liars.
Done.
Stop the cover up.
Nope.
Yeah. Sure, Selena Owens, SALINAOWENS. I'm Mariah Samuel's sister.
Do we have any wrap-up questions before we go meet with the attorney?
One thing in the story, O'Hara made some comment about saying they were going to start some retraining after Liz reached out.
But the thing
Bullshit.
about it, he was never there the day that she died. Just like not the governor. He wasn't there. I mean, he wasn't there, and Chief O'Hara wasn't there, and some of the pastors weren't there. But they would be everywhere else when a 6-year-old gets killed, when another child gets killed, or something out Broadway. Where were they when we needed them and their comfort? They weren't there for us.
Yeah.
They were not there for us. They did not support nothing that we had going on that day. My family right here had to do it by themselves, when we did actually, and it wasn't fair. So I just feel like, why is these people are even in office and they weren't even there to support us, but they support everything else?
I know you
So
guys
how
know.
much more training do
I was
officers
gonna say,
need?
yeah.
I want to
They don't need no more training.
No.
So they are trained. They do have the basic training for domestic assault. The problem is they're not doing it. They are trained. They have the basic domestic abuse training, the basic de-escalation